So for the ones who are genuinely trying to understand, is there a purpose?
No, nothing has a purpose. And the reason that nothing has a purpose is because we're going to die. So if something is short-lived and it's here for figuratively a minute and then it goes away, there's no purpose. Nothing has a purpose. So if the real question is the question that is not being asked. So when a person asks, what is my purpose? There's something else that he wants to ask, and he's using that phraseology to hide the question. No one ever asks what they want to ask. They make it neat and clean, and they euphemize it, and they put it into nice little packages using taking words off the shelf that are colloquial and well known. No one asks what they want to ask. And so even the person who asks, "What's my purpose?" he isn't asking that. He's asking something. For instance, some examples are, he might be asking, what is the significance of me being here, because I don't really feel like I'm doing anything worthwhile. I feel empty despite the fact that I've made $4 billion. So is there a purpose? That might be one. So that's a real question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not summarizing it into a nonsensical question like, what is my purpose?
Or my life is miserable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
If my life's miserable. So
sure.
If somebody does come to you with something like that, what are the layers below it that you're trying to find out, or that you're helping them trying to explore?
The real question, because no one ever asks the real question. They send surrogate feelers. They send out opinion polls and surveys. They don't ever ask the real question. So no one who would, for lack of a better word, advises people, who is truly genuine, serious, and seeks truth, ever falls for the question being answered. If you do that, then you're falling for the pain, not recognizing that it's actually referred pain. You believe the pain in the elbow actually is arising in the elbow, and that's just the sign of a neophyte. You have to understand that all pain is referred pain. No one says what they mean. No one is honest. Everyone's a liar. Everyone comes in order to project a certain self-image. And the understanding of that allows one to move deftly through the verbiage in order to arrive at the truth.
So does one have to have suffering, deep suffering, or crisis in their life for them to try to build up that level of desire to move towards that truth? If the great majority of us are stuck doing the same damn things that we've done, our entire lives, and wanting to, or at least believing that we can get better, do we need something that's crisis to almost shake us towards that desire that you're talking about?
It's a very good question. I think I wrote something one time that we should all have a near-death crisis every 6 months in order to keep us on, to keep us have perspective and to keep us hungry for the truth. It's a really great question. I think that pain is a natural something that naturally spawns an internal search. A consistent suffering / misery / pain really leads one inside himself. Now, the reason that everyone does the same thing over and over again in self-improvement, those are learned behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the result of living in a society in which X, Y, and Z is being preached. And if that is the only voice that someone has heard for their entire life, which is basically everyone, then what else would you expect everyone to do? So that is the danger of society, and that is the danger of hearing only one voice. And everyone speaks the same voice. It may be different details, but everyone comes from the voice of You should do this. You should learn this. This is good for you. This is not good for you. This is bad for you. This is for your health. You want to get better. You want to improve. You want to treat people better. You want to be more compassionate. That's where everyone comes from.
Absolutely.
There is not a single human being on this planet who doesn't come from that angle. So if that's all you hear, what else would you expect everyone to do? It is conditioning. It is the same as it's psychological torture.
Mhm.
It is the same as prisoners of war who get locked into a room and have speakers in their ears which say the same things over and over again. It's propaganda. That's how people get brainwashed. This is all, society is a cult. The root word of culture is cult.
Oh.